Welcome back to the Arsenal report, and remember, subscribe, then you continue enjoy your Arsenal look into signing Leroy Sané on free transfer. Mikel Arteta could pull off major coup for forward he worked with at Man City, but club must pay £93 million if they want to land Benjamin Sesko. Arsenal have made inquiries over Leroy Sané as the Germany forward assesses his options this summer. Sané, 29, is out of contract at Bayern Munich next month and has several options as a Bosman free transfer for next season, with Arsenal now emerging as one of the clubs who have asked about the conditions of a deal. Mikel Arteta worked with Sané at Manchester City when he was on Pep Guardiola's coaching staff before moving to the Emirates Stadium. Sané won 2 Premier League titles during his time at City. Andrea Berta, sporting director at Arsenal, has been working on several deals as the club search for a centre-forward. Loanee Raheem Sterling will return to Chelsea, which could open a place for a wide forward. RB Leipzig have put an asking price of £92.5 million on Benjamin Sesko as Premier League clubs line up to make bids for the Slovenia striker. That market value would be comparable with strikers of a similar profile, such as Alexander Isak, who Newcastle United are hopeful of keeping this summer, but is rated beyond £100 million. Sesko was on Manchester United's radar around the time he moved within the Red Bull stable of clubs, switching from Salzburg in Austria to the Bundesliga. In 2 years at Red Bull Arena, he has scored 39 goals in all competitions. He also has a long-term contract, signed a year ago, committing him to the German club until 2029, which means he can command full market value if a club were to move for him this summer. Premier League clubs have been looking at the strikers on the market in what is expected to be a busy summer of transfer activity. In the case of Matheus Cunha, he had a buyout clause, which Manchester United have met. England under-21 striker Liam Delap also has a set price for a club to buy him from Ipswich Town. Sporting Lisbon's Victor Gyökeres, the 26-year-old Sweden international, is also on Arsenal's shortlist, and the former Coventry City player could go for between £60 million and £70 million. Arsenal are also set to bolster their midfield with Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad, who has a £51 million release clause and is scheduled for a medical before completing his move from La Liga to the Premier League. In a bold and era-defining move, Arsenal Football Club have struck a record-breaking deal to sign Spanish winger Nico Williams from Athletic Bilbao, a transfer that not only highlights the Gunners' newfound ambition, but also sends shockwaves across Europe. With reports confirming the deal as done, this acquisition is expected to become the most expensive in Arsenal's history, potentially eclipsing the £105 million paid for Declan Rice in 2023. This transfer is more than just about a player changing clubs. It's a statement of intent from a side determined to win the Premier League and Champions League in the near future. Nico Williams, one of the most electric and promising wingers in world football, will now don the red and white of Arsenal. Here's the full story behind the transfer that's set to reshape the landscape of English football. Arsenal's interest in Nico Williams didn't emerge overnight. Mikel Arteta and sporting director Edu Gaspar have been long-time admirers of the 22-year-old winger, closely monitoring his development at Athletic Bilbao over the last 2 seasons. Known for their meticulous scouting and long-term vision, Arsenal identified Williams as a perfect profile to elevate the team's attacking threat, a player blessed with raw pace, elite dribbling, tactical intelligence, and crucially, a burning hunger to reach the top. Negotiations with Athletic Bilbao were not straightforward. The Basque club had no desire to sell one of their crown jewels, and with Williams' €60 million release clause fully intact, it was always going to take a significant financial package to secure his services. Arsenal not only agreed to trigger the clause, but also presented a long-term project that appealed to Williams, a club on the rise, led by a Spanish manager and competing at the highest level in Europe. The result? A done deal, pending medicals, paperwork, and the official unveiling. Born in Pamplona, Spain, in 2002 to Ghanaian parents, Nico Williams is the younger brother of Iñaki Williams, a club legend at Athletic Bilbao. While his brother brought power and consistency, Nico brought flair, unpredictability, and spark. He rose through the ranks of Bilbao's Lezama Academy and made his senior debut in 2021. By 2024, he had not only become a regular starter in La Liga, but also a fixture in the Spanish. Another news: the rise of Rafael Leão. Rafael Leão's journey to prominence began in Portugal, where his exceptional talent was evident from a young age. His early years at Sporting CP showcased his potential, but it was his move to France with Lille OSC that truly accelerated his development. At Lille, Leão's performances caught the eye of European giants, leading to his transfer to AC Milan in 2019. At Milan, Leão quickly became a key figure, known for his pace, dribbling, and ability to score crucial goals. His standout season came in 2021-22, when he played a pivotal role in Milan's Serie A title triumph, earning the league's MVP award. Over his tenure at Milan, Leão amassed over 70 goals and 60 assists, solidifying his reputation as one of Europe's top attacking talents. Turbulent times at AC Milan. Despite his individual success, Leão's relationship with Milan's management has been strained. Tensions with coaches Paulo Fonseca and Sergio Conceição have led to periods of reduced playing time, including being benched for significant matches. These developments have fueled speculation about his future at the club. Milan's recent performance, finishing outside the Champions League spots, has further complicated matters. With Leão's contract running until 2028 and a reported release clause of €175 million, the club faces a dilemma: retain a star player whose commitment may be wavering, or capitalise on a potential transfer fee. Arsenal's interest in Leão has been well documented. The club sees him as a potential upgrade to their attacking options, offering a blend of pace, creativity, and finishing prowess. However, several factors influence this potential move. 1. Tactical fit. Manager. Mikel Arteta's system demands high defensive work rate from all players, especially wingers. Leão's defensive contributions have been questioned, which could pose a challenge in adapting to Arteta's tactical setup. Second, financial considerations. While Arsenal has the financial capacity to pursue high-profile signings, the reported €175 million release clause is a significant hurdle. Milan's willingness to negotiate a lower fee could make the deal more feasible. Third, market competition. Chelsea has also expressed interest in Leão, initiating informal contacts with Milan. This competition could influence Arsenal's approach and urgency in negotiations. Looking ahead, the upcoming transfer window will be pivotal in determining Leão's future. If Milan opts to sell, Arsenal could emerge as a strong contender, especially if the club is willing to lower their asking price. Leão's potential move to the Premier League represents a significant opportunity for both the player and Arsenal, aligning with the club's ambitions to strengthen their attacking lineup. In conclusion, while challenges exist, the prospect of Rafael Leão joining Arsenal remains a tantalising possibility. His skill set and potential fit within Arteta's vision could make him a valuable addition to the Gunners' squad. Arsenal have been handed a significant advantage in their pursuit of Swedish striker Viktor Gyökeres after recent developments surrounding his release clause and Sporting CP's transfer strategy. Sporting CP had originally set Gyökeres' release clause at €100 million, €85 million. However, they've now lowered their asking price to around €80 million, €68 million, after negotiating down Coventry City's sell-on clause from 15% to 10%. This means Sporting will keep more profit from any future sale. This decision makes it easier and more financially viable for Arsenal to pursue the 26-year-old forward, who has been in sensational form, scoring 47 goals and 11 assists in just 46 matches this season. Arsenal, under Mikel Arteta, are actively looking for a reliable striker to strengthen their attack for the 2025-26 season. Gyökeres is now a top target. The Gunners also plan to sign midfielder Martin Zubimendi, potentially spending over £100 million in total this summer to revamp their squad. With Sporting now open to negotiations and Gyökeres reportedly interested in a Premier League move, Arsenal are in a strong position to seal the deal. Arsenal have made their move for Benjamin Šeško, while Manchester City's Matheus Nunes could be involved in a swap deal for Nottingham Forest's Morgan Gibbs-White. Join us for the latest transfer news, rumours and gossip from around the globe. Transfers homepage, done deals, men's January grades, women's January grad. Guardiola hints at Grealish exit after final day omission. Arteta has goosebumps ahead of Arsenal's crucial summer. Alexander-Arnold on Liverpool fans. Could Arsenal sign Leipzig's Benjamin Šeško? Photo by Ulrich Pedersen, Nur photo via Getty Images. Trending rumours. Arsenal have initiated contact with RB Leipzig over a potential move for striker Benjamin Šeško, according to Sky Sport Germany's Florian Plettenberg. Gunners sporting director Andrea Berta reportedly recently met with RB chief Marcel Schäfer to discuss the potential structure of a deal. The Bundesliga club missed out on Champions League qualification, are under pressure to raise funds this summer from player exits, and could potentially allow Arsenal to sign Šeško for a cut price deal, which the Sun reports could be around €75 million. Another forward under consideration is Sporting CP ace Victor Gyökeres,